Hello ladies and gentlebeans. I'm going to bring you some more tech news. This is going to be slightly different to the other ones that I've done. Rather than talk about one thing, we're going to talk about multiple things that I've come across in the news and things. First thing I'd like to talk about, as you can see in the background there's a Nokia mobile phone, the Lumia are they called, I think. But basically the reason for this is, the reason that's in the background is Nokia are backing 3D printing devices. Basically they cut out a plastic a 3D molding, but they actually want to use it for mobile phone cases. So you could, if you wanted, say, a mobile phone case with a picture of your family on the back, or your daughter or your son or whatever you've got, then you could actually make one of these. You pick a picture up, you bung the printer on, print it all off, it cuts out everything, makes you a nice case for your phone with whatever you want on it, which is a fantastic idea, I think. I just hope that other firms pick it up as well, because it could be, imagine having the freedom of what case you've got as to the same freedom as what you've got for a wallpaper, say, for the background of your desktop PC or your mobile phone device. Could be a very fun thing. And if the technology comes out where it's cheap enough for us as consumers to buy it, then you can print anything. It doesn't have to be a mobile phone case. You could literally print out anything you wanted to. It saves a lot more businesses will come up out of this. I think there'd be a lot more people selling stuff like this on eBay, that you can actually take requests. Depending on how expensive this printer is going to be, I can imagine it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be fairly expensive. It's another step in the right direction for technology. I think it's going a bit more. We're heading towards the 3D portion. We've got the 3D TVs now. Why not let us make 3D stuff for ourselves? Although there's going to be a lot of women buying this, considering it cuts out 3D objects out of plastic and rubber and stuff. So yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You disgust me. Second thing I would like to talk about, Google. We will talk about Google. Google are moving their headquarters in London to King's Cross from where it is at the moment. They have bought a 2.4 acre site in King's Cross, and they are going to build a 7 and an 11-story complex there. And they will move their staff from its 2 London offices that they've got at the moment. One is in Victoria and one is in Holborn. The new complex should be completed in about 2016. It's not due to start being built until late on this year, but they have spent an astonishing £1 billion on having this built, which is fantastic for workers down in London. Absolutely fantastic. And I suppose good news for the UK is in general that Google are willing to spend that much money in the UK to build a new headquarters for themselves, which I'm all for it. I wish I had that kind of money. I'd like to build a £1 billion house or something. It'd be nice. Alas, it's never to be unless YouTube kicks off. I can never imagine Google are going to pay me that much money on YouTube, but hopefully they spend a little bit more money in the UK, and us people in the UK can sit back and relax and know that our economy is going to be on the up thanks to Google. Alright, and number 3, which is something not really technology related, but I thought I'd talk about it anyway because it's something that we can all take the mickey out of the Canadians for. And Xgrad, I am aiming this towards you, because the Canadians at the moment, they are a bit ragey. On the new banknotes that the Canadians have produced, they have the wrong leaf on them, the wrong maple leaf. They have the Norwegian maple leaf on there rather than the Canadian version of the maple leaf on their new plastic $20 notes, $50 notes and $100 notes, which were introduced in November of last year. It makes me laugh, to be honest. I mean, how on earth they managed to put the wrong leaf on there, I have no idea. But in another case that I don't see why this has made it into the news, because at the end of the day, it's a leaf. At the end of the day, I know it's your Canadian heritage, and we wouldn't be too happy in the UK if something wrong was put on our banknote. Say if the flag was done the wrong way or something like that, we would be distraught. Yeah, but it's still the same type of leaf. It's still a maple leaf. And there are a lot of these Norwegian what are they called? The Norway maple leaves in Canada as well. They reside mostly in the central and eastern portions of Canada, because they were imported from Europe, I should imagine a few years ago, but obviously it's not as iconic as the original sugar maple leaf that the Canadians have on their flag and everything. But I thought I'd just add this at the end, just as a little laugh that we can have at the Canadians for. And maybe this is why the Canadians are all ragey all the time. Maybe they're angry that they've had the wrong leaf on their banknotes. That is all I have for today. I will continue to scour the interwebs and the news for stuff that may possibly seem interesting to you folks, and I will put another video up probably on Monday. I will see you then. Bye.